These are the AirPod Pro 2nd generation with USB-C, and that's the wrong name for them. So inside this box is a set of AirPod Pros. Pretty standard looking things. And they look the same as the ones that were available just a week ago, except for one big difference. That one there. And inside the box is this. A braided USB-C to USB-C cable, which heralds a new generation for Apple, the USB-C generation. And that's the big difference here. The AirPods Pro 2nd generation with USB-C have USB-C, but they actually have a couple of other things that Apple isn't really calling a new generation. So they're not the 3rd generation, they're the 2.5 generation or something like that. Because while these have USB-C, they also have slightly higher level of IPX rating. I think it's IPX 54. And they have a little bit of interior upgrade, which allows them to do fully lossless audio between the AirPods Pro and the Apple Vision Pro, not your iPhone. So if you were looking for fully lossless audio from your iPhone to your AirPods, no. But if you get an Apple Vision Pro next year, these will do fully lossless audio. And I think that's a really important thing about the fully immersive experience of the Apple Vision Pro. So, what's the big deal for $399? Not much. Now, I can't demonstrate it because this is an iPhone 14. But with the iPhone 15, you'll be able to plug in USB-C and you'll be able to charge your AirPods on the go. So you'll be able to get a bunch of charge, get that case ready off the charge that your iPhone has. That's good. Still wireless as well. That's great. But it's really actually all about this week a software upgrade. So let's put them on. So as I said, they're the same. Same look, same AirPods, but just a little bit of a different case and a little tweak on the inside. But nothing to do with the quality of your general music listening. So the big thing here that you're going to see with iOS 17, which is also out this week, is the addition of a couple of controls. Now those controls are called conversation awareness, and in the noise cancelling options, we now have this one here, which is called adaptive. Okay, so adaptive gives you that rainbow look. Let me go back in there. So adaptive, rainbow look. Now the reason as soon as I hit that rainbow button it goes to transparency because I'm talking and I've got on conversation awareness. Now conversation awareness is not a new thing to headphones, I have to be clear. I remember having a set of Sony headphones, I think the Mark IV, I don't think it was the Mark III, but certainly the Mark IV WH-1000 over-ears had this thing, and it's been in some of their Sony in-ear headphones as well. Speakover or Speakeasy, they had a name for it as well, everyone does. Apple calls it conversation awareness. And the point here is, it's hard to demonstrate because you can't hear what I'm hearing, but let me play some music in my ears. So this is playing at full volume, and as soon as I start speaking, the audio dips, and I can still broadly hear it in the background, but a powder finger just in the background. Now, what this means is I can have a conversation with you, but if someone walks into the room, I can initiate this same thing. Now, it's critical that it doesn't trigger when someone talks to you. So if you're sitting at your desk enjoying music and conversation awareness is on, and someone walks into your sphere, even into your personal space, it doesn't trigger automatically. What it does is it waits for you to start talking. Now, what happens is it actually can tell when I'm talking. And if I stop talking now, let me count upwards with my fingers like this so that you can tell how long it takes. And when I stop counting is when the music is at full volume. About four seconds. I've noticed it's about 3 to 4 seconds for it to kick in and kick out. It's actually it's a little bit quicker to kick in. So if you're at full volume, it's 2 to 3 seconds for it to kick in and take over. Apple say it will learn different environments and it'll actually learn different things about you. So it'll learn, it won't come on when you cough, for example. But critically, if I start that conversation, I tested this last night with my son, we were having a chat, and I said, I'm gonna stop talking in this conversation, I'll let you talk, because I wanna know how long it keeps listening for without me talking. And it was around 10 seconds. So if I was having a conversation, two people, back, forth, but I stopped talking and that person was just talking to me, after about 10 seconds, my volume will go back up and the conversation will be drowned out because they're so good. But all you need to do is basically say one or two words like, okay, yes, and it'll continue the conversation for you. Very, very cool. It works flawlessly, I'll be honest, in the few days that I've been able to test it so far. So really all of this is about iOS 17. These are brand new, and yes, if you're buying an iPhone 15 and you're about to buy AirPods, you should definitely get these ones just for the USB-C charging. One of the things that we'll have to test when we get an iPhone 15 is, can you charge a set of Lightning AirPods with the USB-C output of the 15? My guess is yes. So if you've got existing AirPods, I wouldn't rush out and get new ones just because the cable changed. My guess is you'll be able to charge them from your iPhone 15 as well. And all of these features, conversation awareness, the adaptive control, is available now. As soon as iOS 17 comes out, this is available to you on your existing iPhone. So if you've got an iPhone that has iOS 17 capabilities and you've got AirPods Pro, you can get these features. So look, that's the big update from Apple on the AirPods Pro. I think they're fantastic. Obviously the spatial audio's there. I'm still not sure why you need that, especially with headphones, because you've got the option in spatial, you've got the option of having fixed or head tracked or off. I don't really want head tracking, because if I'm listening to Powderfinger, John Farnham, whatever, and it's playing and I turn my head, I don't want them to be playing over there. I want them just to be playing in my head. I'm just really not sure when you use that kind of head tracking function of spatial audio, other than to blow people's minds about how bloody awesome it is, because it is an amazing technology. These are $399 in Australia, and they're great. There's absolutely no question. They have phenomenal noise cancelling. The conversation awareness is top notch. And then now the adaptive transparency means that if you leave them in adaptive mode, it'll move between noise cancelling and an open transparency for you, depending on the environment you're in. And what it'll do is, if you walk outside, you've got the adaptive on, you will hear a bit of the outside world, but what it won't do is give you hard, piercing sounds. Like a siren will be heard, but it won't be piercing. Loud banging will be heard, but it won't be loud in your ears. So you'll be able to hear what it is, but you won't be overwhelmed by that thing. And that's what the adaptive transparency is all about. AirPods Pro 2.5 generation go on sale this Friday in Australia, $399.